Guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I got this makeup look, which is pretty much what I would wear on a daily. Obviously I've added the lashes. I don't always wear lashes every day, but I would say this is my go-to everyday makeup look. So if you want to know how I got this look, just keep on watching. So I'm going to start with a strobing cream. This one is by the PS range from Primark, and it's actually so good, guys. I think I've used it in a video before. It just gives you the most glowy skin. It's exactly like the MAC strobe cream, but obviously so much cheaper. For primer, I'm going to be taking my L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base Primer. This is my favourite drugstore primer. In fact, I don't even use any high-end primers anymore because I just prefer this one. So I apply that mostly to my T-zone, forehead, chin. But my most visible pores are always here and here to the side of my nose. So I just apply a little bit extra in those areas. For foundation, I'm going to be taking my MAC Studio Fix foundation in the shade NC40. I hadn't used this in a long time and I repurchased this bottle the other day. I forgot how much I loved this foundation, and for some reason it just really works for me. The only thing I don't like is that it doesn't have an applicator. It's literally just in a glass bottle which you have to pour out yourself. But because it's quite a thick foundation, it doesn't come out. This is a full bottle. I'm struggling to get it out. As always, just dotting that over my face, especially on the ends of my nose here. This is the area it tends to fade throughout the day, so I apply a bit extra on my mouth. So once the foundation is dotted all over my face, I like to apply some Fix Plus now at this stage, just because I find it helps blend the foundation out a lot better. I picked up the Fix Plus Pink Light. Now I tried the Gold Light, which I absolutely loved, but I never tried the Pink Light, so literally bits of pink all the way through it. And then going in with my beauty blender to blend that out. I'm going to be applying my Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade Lemon underneath my eyes, forehead, nose, chin, Cupid's bow. And then I also like to apply extra down the sides of my nose. And then using that same beauty blender to blend that out. Next up, I'm going to cream contour. So I'm just using my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C14. This is one of their concealers. I like to use it to contour. I found a much better way to apply this. If you apply straight to the skin, it can go quite cakey and there's a lot of product. Take my Sigma Flat Kabuki brush and I just apply some of the product to the end of the brush, so here. And then I just buff that into the areas I want to contour. And then same on the forehead, circular motions. You're just giving the illusion of a more narrow face, basically. So my face is quite round, I would say. Round to oval. I tend to just contour like in the 3 shape. If you have quite a wide face, you would just bring that contour in more on the temples, here and here. If your face is quite narrow, obviously just keep it to the top and the bottom. It's all about just knowing your face shape and knowing where to apply the products. Next, I'm going to set all that contour and highlight with a powder. This is the Highlight to the Moon palette by Makeup Revolution and Imagination. And it looks like this. I'm just going to be taking my Real Techniques brush. It's actually a contour brush, but I'm going to use it to highlight. I'm going to take my Gal, this one in the middle, which is this lovely banana shade. Taking the shade Warrior to contour. Taking my MAC 109 and just really lightly. You don't want to use too much product, especially for an everyday look. Then taking Literally, which is the lightest contour shade, and I'm going to use that on my nose. I don't feel the need to contour my nose too much because my nose is quite small to begin with. If I contour it too much, it'll disappear. To bronze up my face, I'm taking my favourite MAC Me Sun Bronzer. This is brand new and untouched. I've literally just picked this one up. I've tried using so many other bronzers. I've tried drugstore, high-end, and nothing compares to this one. I don't know what it is. I think the colour just suits my complexion more than any other bronzer, so I always go back to this one. My temples, my forehead, just along my jawline. Taking my PS blush in the shade Adored. It's really pigmented, so you just need a little bit. This brush is also by Primark as well, guys. It's really handy because it's dual-sided. Is that a word? Dual-sided? This video seems like I'm using all MAC products today for some reason, but I'm going to be taking my MAC Soft and Gentle to highlight. This is another old favourite. I'm not applying too much, just a little bit to my cheekbone. Just so that when you turn, you've got a kind of natural looking highlight as opposed to a blinding highlight like I usually do. A little bit on my Cupid's bow. I'm avoiding the nose and applying a little bit on my forehead. So the reason I'm avoiding the nose is because I've noticed lately throughout the day my nose tends to go more oily than the rest of my face, and I found that applying highlighter actually makes that worse. So if you find you're oily in your T-zone, avoid the highlighter, and honestly my makeup lasts a lot longer on my T-zone without the highlighter. It's just added product that you don't really need if you are oily here. On like an everyday, I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow, so I'm going to go in with my PS Tropical Storm eyeshadow palette. I actually really love this. For £4, it is so good. I'm going to go in with Opal, which is the lighter shade, and I'm going to apply that on my inner corners to begin with. Then applying this underneath my brows. Same on this side, obviously. By the way, guys, I feel so weird without my long nails. I'm actually giving them a bit of a break from acrylics and I'm actually starting to learn to play the guitar a little bit more. So obviously you can't play guitar with long fingernails, so that's why they're so small. Going back in with my Real Techniques brush, picking up that Opal shade and just applying it all across the lid. That is literally the only eyeshadow I'm using today. I'm going to take a coat of mascara. This is the collection Fast Stroke Defining Lash. Then going in with my Colourpop Flexitarian highlighter and taking a small defined brush, popping that on my inner corners. You only need a little bit. Whilst my mascara is drying, I'm going to do my lips really quickly. The lip liner that I tend to reach for every day is my NYX Espresso lip liner. It is a dark brown lip liner. For some reason I love it, so I'm just going to outline my lips. I'm going to leave that like that a second whilst I apply my lashes. These lashes are the Red Cherry eyelashes in 43, and they actually remind me a lot of the Doll Beauty ones, but they're so much cheaper. I can't take myself seriously with these lips, so I'm going to finish them off really quickly. I'm gonna fill in the outer edges just so it gives it that ombre effect, and then just blend that out with my finger. And then for lipstick, I'm going to be taking the MAC Lip Tensity in the shade Dough. The lip tensities are a lot more creamy than the lipsticks, so as you can see they kind of leave like a lovely gloss effect. To finish off this look, I'm going to set my face with some Fix Plus. Taking my Sigma Sinuosity mascara on my bottom lashes because I found it bleeds, so I know that this Sigma one doesn't bleed. Then I love how the collection one works on my top lashes, so it works out perfect. Like that. Really quickly going to take some of that Soft and Gentle and apply a little bit under my brows just to highlight there. And a tiny bit on the bridge of my nose. And there we have it, guys. I know it's not natural makeup, but it's like natural glam makeup, if that makes sense. It is obviously using a lot of products, but it's not dramatic. And it doesn't actually take that long either. I think I've been here about 20 minutes. Yeah, about 20 minutes, so not long at all. But if I am going out and about or going for a meal or something, this is the type of makeup I will usually wear. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, guys. For the next video, I'll see you all really soon, guys.